Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about to be in the simple present verb tense, but this video is a little bit different because we are talking about questions. Okay, so let's get started. Now remember, to be is an irregular verb that can describe physical appearance, characteristics, physical location, etc. There are other uses of the verb to be, but these are the most common. Okay, so keep that in mind when you construct your questions. Okay, the structure of making a question with the verb to be in the simple present tense is that you first have the conjugation of to be, then you have the pronoun, and then you have the rest of the question. Okay, so in a sentence, the pronoun comes first, but in a question, the verb comes first. So here we have the word are, which is the conjugation of the verb to be with the pronouns you, we, and they. Okay, so if you are asking a question with these pronouns, you, we, and they, then you use the verb are. Okay, and then you have the rest of the question. Okay, so for example, are you happy? You don't say you are happy, you say are you happy? Okay, so then your possible answers could be yes, you are, or no, you aren't, or no, you're not. Or maybe if you are the person responding, then you would say yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Are they at work? Okay, now your possible answers could be yes, they are, or no, they aren't, or no, they're not. Now I want you to notice something right here. I'm going to take out my laser. In the positive responses here, yes, they are. Okay, we never use a contraction to respond in a short way, okay, for a short response. If you want to, you could say, yes, they are at work, or yes, they're at work. Okay, then you can use a contraction. But if it's a short response like this, yes, they are. You do not use a contraction. Okay, but over here for the negative response, no, they aren't, or no, they're not. Then you do use the contractions. Okay, so now if we are going to use the word is, then hopefully you remember that is goes with the pronouns he, she, and it. Okay, so we have is, he, she, and it, and then the rest of the question. Okay, so is he angry? Okay, again, you don't say he is angry. You say, is he angry? Yes, he is. Or, no, he isn't. Or, no, he's not. Is it expensive? Yes, it is. Or, no, it isn't. Or, no, it's not. Is she crazy? Yes, she is. Or, no, she isn't. Or, no, she's not. Okay, now we have the verb am, which hopefully you remember that am goes with the pronoun I. Okay, when we are talking about to be in English. So we have am, I, and then the rest of the question. So for example, we have, am I crazy? Yes, I am. Or if you're the person responding, you would be saying, yes, you are. Or no, I'm not. Or no, you're not. Okay, now we are going to talk about if we have question words, okay? Remember, question words are who, what, where, why, when, or how. Okay, so the structure of these questions with question words is just like the simple present verb tense, okay? Except now we're using the verb to be. So we have the question word, the conjugation of the verb to be, the pronoun, and the rest of the question. Okay, so here's an example. Why are you happy? Okay, and your answer would be, you could either start with the sentence with the word because, or start with the words I'm happy because. Okay, so we just asked, why are you happy? Okay, that tells us that the person you are asking is happy, and you are asking why. But if the person is not happy, and you want to know why they aren't happy, then you would say, why aren't you happy? Okay, so you use the negative form of the verb to be, okay? The negative contraction. Why aren't you happy? Okay? Then the responses would be because or I'm not happy because. Okay, so why aren't you happy? I'm not happy because. Who is at work? Okay, now this is interesting because when we are speaking in English, we always try to blend our words together a little bit, especially if we're speaking quickly. Okay, so a lot of times you will not hear people say, who is at work? You'll hear them say, who's at work? Okay, then your response could be, John is, or John is at work, or John's at work. Okay, those are all correct answers. Why is he angry? Okay, now again, we try to blend why and is together. So that turns into, why is he angry? Okay, now this contraction right here, whys, it's not very formal English, okay? So do not write this in formal written English, okay? If you are writing a paper for school or for college, okay, do not write this. It's just more spoken English than anything else, okay? So then you would respond because, or he's angry because. Okay, so we just asked, why is he angry? Because he is angry and we want to know why. Okay, but in one of the last questions, we asked why a person wasn't happy. Okay, so now we are going to ask why he is not angry. Okay, so take a look. Why isn't he angry? Okay, again, you use the negative form of the verb to be, okay, the negative conjugation of the verb to be. Why isn't he angry? This means he is angry and we want to know why. So your responses could be because, or he's not angry because, Okay, so let's say something just happened. He got fired from his job, he lost his job, but he's not angry. And we want to know, why isn't he angry? That's when you would use a question like this. Okay, so now we come to questions that expect a yes response. Okay, these are questions that you ask when you are confirming something, when you already think that the answer is yes. Okay, so let's look at the structure of this question. Now what we have here is the negative conjugation of the verb to be. Okay, remember that it's the negative one. When you ask it in the negative, then it's expecting a positive response. Okay, that doesn't mean that you'll get a positive response, but that is what you are expecting. Okay, the answer to be yes. Okay, so you have the negative conjugation of the verb to be, then you have the pronoun, and then you have the rest of the question. So let's look at some examples. Isn't she crazy? Isn't our English teacher crazy? Yes, she is. Or, no, she isn't. No, she's not. Okay? Take a look and realize here that the responses, yes, she is, and no, she isn't, or no, she's not, they stay the same, okay? Whether it's a question that is expecting a positive response or not, the responses are always the same. Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy that you're learning English? Yes, I am. Or, and hopefully this is not your response, no, I'm not. Okay, so hopefully you are happy, especially that you're learning English. Okay, so these are just a few examples of some questions that you can ask with the verb to be in the simple present verb tense, okay? Questions that are objective, okay, that are not expecting a positive or negative response, okay? And also questions that are trying to confirm something, that are expecting a positive response. Okay, so that completes the series. I hope you have learned a lot about the verb to be in the simple present verb tense, and I will see you in the next series. All right, bye-bye.